There's a quiet truth most of us feel, but rarely name. Some days, life just flows. And other days, the same life feels heavy, resistant, slightly off. Within Stillness space, we explore what sits underneath that difference. Your vibration, the subtle energy of your thoughts, your emotions, your inner atmosphere. This video is the first part of a two-part journey. In part 1, we'll gently explore what vibration really is, how your energy, body, and emotions shape your inner landscape, and how awareness begins to tune your frequency. In part 2, I'll go deeper into practical ways of working with these energies in daily life, so you can live from a steadier, clearer state of being. As you listen, there is nothing you need to fix or force. You're simply invited to notice what resonates, and to meet your own experience with a little more curiosity and space. There is a simple yet profound inquiry at the heart of this reflection. What frequency are you living on right now? Not the music you play, not your internet speed, your personal vibration. The subtle energy you are radiating in every moment through what you think, feel, and embody. Whether you are aware of it or not, something in you is always vibrating. Thoughts, emotions, the body, the deeper sense of self, everything is in motion. You are not just moving through the universe. The universe is, in a sense, moving through you. This exploration is an invitation to remember that you are more than a collection of thoughts and physical sensations. You are an energetic being in a vibrational universe, where everything from cells to stars, from fears to dreams exists as frequency. And in every moment, by the way you feel and focus, you are participating in shaping those energies. Many ancient traditions spoke about this long before modern science. Mystics, sages, and early natural philosophers described life as vibration, and awareness as the conductor of that vibration. Today, fields like quantum physics echo a similar insight. What seems solid is, at its core, patterns of energy in motion. Thoughts can be seen as frequencies, emotions as signals, intention as a subtle alignment with possible realities. If you have ever felt stuck, tired, or quietly pulled into old patterns, it may not be who you are, but the frequency you have been living in. You might be wondering what this really means in everyday life. Consider how often you sense a room before anyone speaks. A heaviness, a lightness, a warmth, or a subtle discomfort. That perception is part of how you read vibration, or how a single kind word can lift you, and a harsh one can stay with you. Words carry energy, so do thoughts, so do moods. From this view, everything has a vibrational signature. Sound is one expression. A piece of music can calm, stir, or energize your inner world almost instantly. Color is another. Reds feel grounding, blues calming, white light like a blend of many notes at once. Even language shapes the field around and within you, not only through meaning, but through tone and intention. If thoughts are like tuning forks, then thinking the same way again and again tunes you to particular patterns of experience. Spending a lot of time in worry or resentment tends to draw you into more of the same, less as punishment, more as resonance. Like seeks like, vibrationally. This is one way of understanding the deeper layer beneath what is often called attraction. You might pause here and simply notice. How do you feel right now? Calm, restless, open, guarded. Whatever is present already has a frequency, already moving outward from you in subtle ways. Modern science, in its own language, hints at this as well. At very small scales, particles behave as waves fields of potential and probability, not as fixed objects. Our senses interpret this as a solid world, but beneath that is a constant dance of motion and pattern. Studies like cymatics, which show sound shaping sand into intricate forms on vibrating plates, give a visual metaphor. Change the frequency, and the pattern changes. It invites a question. If external sound can shape matter, what might your ongoing inner tones, your emotions and thoughts be shaping in your body and in your life? From here, the focus turns inward to what some traditions call the energy body. Beyond muscles and bones, there is a more subtle field often referred to as the aura, like a luminous atmosphere surrounding and interpenetrating the body. Some describe it as egg-shaped, extending outward by several feet, holding not only current states but also impressions of past experiences, emotions and beliefs. You have likely felt this without naming it. Meeting someone and feeling at ease with no clear reason. Entering a space and instantly wanting to leave. Field meets field. Vibration meets vibration. The communication begins before any words. Within this larger field are the centers often known as chakras, localized zones of energy along the spine. Ancient systems like yoga and Taoist practices have spoken of them for centuries as points where energy is received, transformed, and distributed. In this map, the base of the spine is associated with safety, belonging, and basic stability. Below the navel, a center connected with creativity, sexuality, and pleasure. Higher in the abdomen, a region tied to personal power and will. At the chest, a center of love, compassion, and emotional balance. At the throat, an area linked to truth-telling and authentic expression. Between the eyebrows, a point associated with insight and intuition. At the crown of the head, a center connected with a sense of the sacred and a wider consciousness. These are not rigid structures to believe in, but lenses to feel through. When energy moves smoothly, there is often a sense of clarity and inner alignment. When it is blocked or overactive, it can show as recurring emotional patterns or physical discomfort, for example, difficulty speaking up, or repeated tightness in the same part of the body. You might be wondering how to sense any of this in a more direct way. One simple doorway is sensation. Notice how your body responds when you enter different environments or interact with different people. Do you feel more spacious or more compressed? More alive or more drained? These impressions are part of your energetic perception. Another way is to gently scan your body with awareness. Sitting quietly, you can ask, where does my energy feel open? Where does it feel tight or dull? There is no need to force answers. The body often guides attention to places that want to be noticed. Visualization can be another support. You might imagine these centers as spheres of light and breathe into them one by one, softening and brightening what feels heavy or clouded. Energy tends to respond to steady, gentle attention. And there is a lighter side to this. Energy often responds well to play, laughter, dancing. These simple acts can shake loose what has become stagnant and invite more flow. Movement creates circulation. Joy brings coherence to scattered parts of the system. Cleansing the energy body can be as ordinary as a walk in fresh air, a warm bath with salt, listening to certain sounds, or visualizing a stream of light washing through the field. What matters is the combination of intention and presence. If you are pretending to be fine while holding back anger or sadness, the field reflects what is actually there. Honesty with yourself becomes a form of vibrational hygiene. This idea extends beyond a single lifetime in many traditions. Patterns of fear, gifts, and lessons are said to imprint across generations. Deep inner work can bring up ancestral themes or a sense of something older than this one life. Seen this way, when you tend to your own energy, you may also be easing what those before you carried and clearing space for those who come after. Beneath all of this lies consciousness, its self-awareness as a living frequency. You might picture your own consciousness as a field of light that can contract or expand. In fear or anger, awareness narrows around problems and threats. In love, awe, or deep peace, awareness opens, taking in more of the picture and sensing connection where there once seemed separation. You might be wondering how this awareness as frequency actually changes anything. One way to feel it is to notice the quality of your days when you wake in worry, compared to the days you wake in gratitude. The outer events may not be dramatically different, but the way you experience them, the meaning, the tone, the possibilities you notice often shifts. The inner setting colors the whole day. Some teachings describe ranges or zones of consciousness. States like shame, guilt, apathy, grief, and fear feel heavy and constricting, as if life is closing in. Courage, neutrality, willingness, and reason feel more spacious, as if something is opening, even if circumstances are still challenging. Love, joy, peace, and a quiet sense of clarity sit in even lighter bands, where the mind softens and a sense of connection becomes more immediate. From this perspective, to raise your consciousness is not to chase a special experience, but to gently tune toward more coherent states. One breath, one thought, one choice at a time. Intention plays a key role here. The simple, sincere choice to think a little higher, feel a little deeper, or meet a situation with a bit more kindness can begin to shift the whole field. Attention follows intention. What you repeatedly focus on lack or possibility, what is broken, or what is quietly working shapes the frequencies you inhabit. Breath can support this shift. Slower, deeper breathing often invites the nervous system out of fight or flight and into a more restful, open state. Silence can also be a gentle recalibration, offering a pause in which the system can reorganize itself. Beliefs sit within this framework as well. A belief like, "I am not enough" carries its own vibration, and the world tends to be filtered through it. When such a belief is questioned, softened, or replaced with a truer one, the energy around it changes. Short phrases repeated with awareness, such as "I am enough," can function as new signals over time, inviting a different resonance. None of this happens in isolation. Each person's field is part of a larger collective field. Group meditation, shared intention, and quiet communities of practice often feel powerful because energies synchronize and amplify one another. At the same time, this makes it important to be mindful of what you take in: news, conversations, digital content, as all of it can either nourish or deplete your inner frequency. Life will still bring stress, triggers, and distraction. The aim is not to stay in a high state at all times, but to notice when you drift and gently return. Sometimes that return is as small as one conscious breath or one kinder thought. Over time, these small returns begin to shape a different baseline. Emotions form a key layer of this landscape. If thoughts are like the station you select, emotions are the volume. They amplify the signals you are already tuned to. Shame and guilt tend to tighten the whole system. Fear, grief, and anger can do the same when held for long periods. Courage begins to open space. Neutrality, willingness, and acceptance allow energy to move more freely. Love, joy, gratitude, and peace carry a lighter quality that can shift how reality feels from the inside out. You might be wondering what to do with difficult emotions within this frame. One response is simply to feel them, without adding labels of good or bad. Sadness that is allowed to move often passes through. Anger given a healthy outlet can complete its arc. Joy that is welcomed fully can deepen rather than feel fleeting. Naming what is present, "I feel anxious," "I feel frustrated," can help move you from being inside the emotion to witnessing it from a small distance. From that space, you can ask what the emotion is pointing to. A need for safety, a crossed boundary, a call for rest. Each feeling can be approached as information, as guidance. The body keeps a record of intense emotions, storing them in muscles, posture, breath patterns. Somatic practices, gentle movement, shaking, certain kinds of breath work can help those imprints unwind. Even something as simple as shaking out the limbs for a minute, when overwhelmed, can loosen what feels frozen. Emotional energy also moves between people. Spending a lot of time in environments saturated with fear or judgment can pull you in that direction, unless you are conscious of it. Clear boundaries, inner and outer, help maintain a steadier field. They are less about building walls and more about allowing in what is supportive, while filtering what is distorting. Over time, there is a possibility of emotional alchemy, letting experiences like grief deepen into compassion, anger clarify into purposeful action, fear refine into careful awareness. This is not about denying what is painful, but about allowing it to transform. Neutrality helps here, the simple willingness to witness what you feel without collapsing into or rejecting it. You might experiment with a small evening reflection, looking back over the day. Where did your energy rise? Where did it fall? What patterns repeat? Questions like these are not for self-criticism, but for learning your own map. As this quiet work continues, life may begin to feel a little clearer, even if nothing dramatic changes on the surface. People may respond differently. Creative impulses may return. Intuition may feel more accessible. Often, there is simply a sense of being lighter inside your own experience. For now, you might let these ideas settle: vibration, energy body, consciousness as frequency, emotions as waves. Nothing to solve, nothing to force. Just a gentle noticing of how these threads might already be moving in your life. In the next video, I will touch on how this understanding of frequency can unfold into more specific practices and ways of living, how tuning your personal field can quietly reshape the way you move through the world. Until then, you might simply stay curious about one question. What does your inner atmosphere feel like, here, in this moment? And how does life look when viewed from that feeling?